That's Lynyrd Skynyrd, and What's Your Name on the Eagle 100.9. Good afternoon, 5:14 on your Thursday. Troy Laboucaine here with you on your drive home. And here with me, speaking of Lynyrd Skynyrd, is FreeByrd. They're a band, the Lynyrd Skynyrd Experience. Right, guys?
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
We've got Waylon.
Yep.
Chris.
Hello.
And Mike.
Hello.
And they're with FreeByrd. They're playing at the Black Diamond Hotel on September the 7th. So, guys, tell me a little bit about the show. What do you bring to the stage?
We like to think we bring Lynyrd Skynyrd to the stage as much as possible.
It's the ultimate 70s tribute, 73 to 77 classics, total costume, backline, frontline.
Full lineup, 10-piece.
Awesome. So just like the original band.
Yeah.
Is very much so, yeah.
Or as close as humanly possible.
As close as humanly possible, yeah.
So let me ask you a little bit about the show itself. Now, I know Lynyrd Skynyrd started with 3 lead guitarists. You've got 3 lead guitarists.
Yes.
That kind of energy on stage sort of led to a lot of freestyle jamming in their own songs. Now, do you bring that kind of stuff to your show as well?
Oh, we do very much so, just like they did with Crossroads, right? In our own sort of way these guys do, and it's a great jam, during the show.
From the One More From the Road album,
yeah.
We do quite a bit of our own stuff on the version, same as Lynyrd Skynyrd did.
Yeah.
Makes it quite fun for us as musicians to bring a piece of ourselves to the stage, and we're all 3 separate guitar players. We also have our own style, different gear, that kind of thing. So it's nice to add that into the mix as well as stay true to the originals on some of the more classic pieces.
Especially with a PV backline, right?
Yes.
So
yeah.
And it gives everybody a chance to hear a little bit of our own personality as opposed to the character's personality for guitar styles that we do each individually bring to the band, like Mike was saying.
So throughout the night, it's a good variety.
Yeah. Now, how did you guys get together? How did you start doing this? Did you just sort of end up going, hey, I like FreeByrd too. That's awesome. It was a great show. And
I actually started this with a former guitar player. His name's Robert O'Brien, and him and I started in his garage and brought over a bunch of CDs. I said, well, why don't we try some of this? And this is about 2.5 years ago. I've been wanting to get this Inception going for such a long time, for 10 years, but I could never find, people who wanted to dedicate a whole tribute into this. And it started from there. Literally started in a garage just inside Riverbend, of all places in Calgary, right? Slowly,
we finally found the right lineup that was dedicated to the project, and they wanted to go ahead and do it. We've had a lot of great players come through, and they've left their influence on us as well.
Oh, absolutely. And we like to think the lineup of people that really wanted to play all out and be able to actually, do some touring shows with this. Some of the biggest shows we done this summer was Minnedosa here out in Manitoba. What an experience that was, I'll tell you.
now, was it hard to find everybody? I mean, I'm sure, band members came and went.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them probably went, I want to go play Pink Floyd, or I want to go play Slipknot. How long did it take you to get your lineup the way you have it now?
What would you say about that?
Well, Mike's the newest member, and we just finally secured him here within the last 6 weeks. So it took us up to about 6 weeks ago to get the true dedicated lineup. And everybody kind of looks like the character that they're playing from the original band as well.
That's got to be half fluke too. I mean, because
where would you find that, right? So it's
just the interest in that particular person's playing and their instrument, and we happen to kind of look like them too, which is kind of funny actually.
Yeah, and that's the costumes are very much the part of it, right? We try stick, like he was saying, to 73 to more. I think more so from 75 to 77, right? We've got the people not only resembling as much as possible most of the lineup, and also with right down to the costumes. I mean, it's there, and that front line looks like it when it's playing. So.
Cool. Well, we look forward to the show. Do you mind sticking around for a little bit more?
For sure.
Love to, Troy.
Awesome. The FreeByrd playing at the Black Diamond Hotel, September the 7th. You can get tickets right now, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. Where can they get their tickets?
They can get their tickets at the Black Diamond Hotel.
Perfect. There you go. We'll be back with FreeByrd in just a little bit. Still here with the boys from FreeByrd, the Lynyrd Skynyrd band, tribute band.
Absolutely.
Lynyrd Skynyrd Experience band, really, because that's what you try to bring to the stage, right?
All the time.
Only Skynyrd.
Canada's most authentic.
It's one of the things we use underneath our name, you bet.
Of course. Now, you're playing Black Diamond Hotel September the 7th. People can get tickets right now at the Black Diamond Hotel, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. And you guys really bring some real Lynyrd Skynyrd experience to the band, to the stage when you're doing your shows. And you really pride yourselves on that, don't you?
For sure. Even it starts right down with the opening act, too, as well. Which we want to mention those guys. They're Fernie Turnbull. For about the last year we've been using them. We wanted something that really fit the music of Lynyrd Skynyrd and the time period area. So they do a lot of stuff from Marshall Tucker to CCR to Bob Seger. And ironically, the very last song they do is Neil Young's Southern Man,
right?
Which we don't need to explain to anybody how that was started. So,
now, do you go back and re-answer that with "Sweet Home Alabama," or do you?
We do eventually. It's usually pops up a couple times in our show, and it's done. Their last song is "Southern Man," and we don't have to explain it.
The Skynyrd form, we always open every show with "Working for MCA," the same.
Yeah,
same
exactly.
As the original band did. And the experience that you get, we take it even with the costumes, even right down to the backdrop. We have a 10-foot by 15-foot Confederate flag that we fly behind the band as well to give it that original 70s look that Lynyrd Skynyrd brought to the stage as well.
Yeah,
I think all the guitar players do quite a bit of homework and delve into the respective parts of the member that they're playing as well. And instead of just throwing three guys together and just making a bunch of noise and racket, we take some time and separate the guitar parts so we're not, all over top of each other, and we try to make it sound pretty nice for sure. It's been working. One
of the hardest things that to replicate from the original Lynyrd Skynyrd band is the dual leads, and Mike and I have been putting in some extensive hours on working those out to be formatted to the format that Lynyrd Skynyrd delivered back in the mid-70s.
I'd like to say good results so far. It's pretty fun to play, and
absolutely, it is great results. Yeah,
and the crowd reaction is pretty immense too when you look out and they see you doing the dual leads, because true, like to today's format of music, not many people are actually doing the dueling guitars anymore. So it's something to see, I guess.
Yeah. And now there's a large catalog of Lynyrd Skynyrd to draw from, especially even from that area, the 4 years that you kind of focus on. Are there some of your favorites? Which one are your favorites to do?
Oh, gee.
They're all my favorites since I was 13 years old.
Absolutely.
They're all really good. Yeah. It's hard to pick, but... right now, just the brand new one, we learned Poison Whiskey is pretty fun for me.
All I can do is write about it. Another new one that we're adding to as well.
That Smells one of my favorites because Mike and I do some neat guitar work towards the end of that, true to the Skynyrd form.
A whack load of solos and MCA as a guitar player, you can't really complain
another one
about
there.
That.
And another, some of the obscure classics that we do as well is Georgia Peaches, right? And
Down South Jukin', stuff
there you go.
That. Stuff that people wouldn't necessarily hear on the radio, and there's definitely more to them than a few of their most mainstream songs, and arguably, those are some of my favorite, at least the ones you don't hear every day, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Now, have any of the members ever contacted you or come to see the show, like the original members of Lynyrd Skynyrd?
No, not that we know of. We encourage it at any point, believe you me.
We're waiting for it. Yeah. That's one of the goals of the band, Troy, is to get the official word that we have the sponsorship from Lynyrd Skynyrd to say that these guys are doing what they should be doing.
Nice. Now, you've got the show in Black Diamond, September the 7th. Where else are you going to be?
We're going to be September 14th in Claresholm, September 15th in Pincher Creek. After that, we go to Winnipeg, September 22nd, and we can't wait. We're playing the Park Theater there. After that is September 29th in Lacombe.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much, guys. Chris, Mike, Waylon, FreeByrd. You can get your tickets right now at the Black Diamond Hotel, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. But because they're here in the studio and they want people to come and see them, we got pairs of tickets to give away right now. 403-938-0652. Give me a call and you'll be off to see FreeByrd on Friday, September the 7th at the Black Diamond Hotel.